Okay, so I just got done with jury duty, and this is gonna sound crazy, but it was probably one of the most incredible things I've ever done in my life. And hear me out. I'll explain. On my drive back, I was kind of sad, just thinking like, man, I actually miss it. I actually miss these people that I was just with, um, which is crazy because a lot of these people I really didn't agree with. Some of them complete opposite ends of the spectrum of just the way we think, what we believe, even what we were voting for, completely the opposite. And sometimes somewhat of a heated discussion. But I still kind of like have this bond with these people. I kind of miss them, and I was realizing it's because we went through this thing together. We went through this trial together, even though we weren't even able to talk for 99% of it, really until the last day. Um, and we'll kind of always have that bond of like, because we went through this thing together, which I think is super interesting. How the Lord showed me that, and even I've thought about this a lot with church. Like a lot of churches do just a ton of team bonding exercises, like they do on sports teams. Of you hang out to hopefully grow closer to each other. And I've said this for a long time. Of it's not the time necessarily that you spend together, but it's that you spend time together in the pursuit of the same thing or going through the same trials together. That's what grows you together. That's what creates this bond. And as you saw, or as I saw throughout this trial, throughout this case, we weren't even allowed to talk. We weren't even allowed to talk about what we were going through. Um, and we still created this deep bond that I'm honestly going to miss some of these people, even though I'd probably never actually want to hang out with them. I don't agree with them. I don't like what they like to do. I don't like a lot of things about them, but we went through this together, and there's always going to be that deep bond that we have, even with the people that I completely opposite ends of the spectrum did not agree with. Like sometimes some heated discussions. Those are the people that I was even sometimes closest with. Um, so I think it's pretty crazy how that all worked. It's like 10 days over 3 weeks, just sitting there having to listen, just hoping, just waiting for this thing to be over. Feeling like it's never gonna end, like the Lord just testing my patience. But really, I think something beautiful came out of it at the end, even though I'll never see these people again. Um, I think just understanding that is was pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of emotions involved in this trial, a lot of money involved. I guess I don't need to get into the details. I'm allowed to now, but um, yeah, it was really tough for many days, and then at the end of it, it's like, wow, something beautiful came out of it. So I thought that was really cool. And if I didn't make this clear, I was sitting in there every single day wanting it to be over. I hated, I honestly hated the time that I had in there. Almost none of it was interesting. There were some good parts. Most of it was just really boring. I didn't want to be in there. I still wouldn't choose to go back in there, but it was because of that trial that made it so great at the end.